Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and DiscoveringBands.com. And for everyone watching, if you share this video on my channel and help support the awesome bands I feature. And today I'm here with Ill Nino. How you doing today?
What's happening, man? How are you? It's nice to be here with you.
Good, good. It's great to have you back.
Yeah, indeed. It's been a few years, and it's let's recap and get back to catch up.
Now, I know a lot has happened in the past few years, and I want to start off by saying, how did you pick Marcos to be your new vocalist?
Marcos has been, he toured with us, and we developed a friendship years ago. He used to come up and do sound check with us, and then we'd invite him up on stage, and he'd do a song. So, it was definitely one of the first guys on our minds. We know that he was in another band, which I know that he was endeared to. But, it worked out. The timing, the permitted, and we were very fortunate, and he's, just a dynamite singer and an incredible performer and wonderful collaborator. We're thrilled, he's been a fan of the band since, the early days, and so he knows the music, he understands us, he understands what we're about, and he gets it, and he's got a terrific interpretation of the old stuff, and the new stuff is just taking a life of its own into a whole new chapter, and he's really bringing us there. And I feel very fortunate that after 20 years and going through a rock and roll cliche moment, that we're able to bounce back, with such talented players, not just with Marcos, but with Sal Dominguez, who came, we became friends with him during the time we toured together with Upon a Burning Body, and Jess from Sons of Texas, Jess De Hoya, who's just a terrific guitar player, both in flamenco and, rock style metal guitar player, shreds, the whole nine. We are so fortunate right now, and also to have Danny Cotto back on percussion, it just brings it back home. And of course, Dave Chavari, who's been, who's had put this band together from the start and brought us, all his friends, in on it. He was the only one who was professional at the time. And, after 20 years, I mean, I can't believe I'm still here. I originally, he said, are you going to be able to stick with this? This being my first, touring band and really big commitment, even though I played my whole life with my two brothers around the New York City scene. And I said, yeah, I got this, man, all the way through. I didn't imagine it was going to last 20 years, though. But here we are, and I feel blessed and fortunate to still be doing it.
Yeah, glad you guys are still doing it, and that brings me to next point. I think it's awesome your new record's going to become named IllMortals.
That's right. Yes, IllMortals. I mean, after 20 years, you survive, 2 decades, and I mean, it's unheard of, So, I mean, there must be some mortality, And we're going to be, the new record is also going to feature a lot of our friends, a lot of the original members from Ill Nino, from the early days, like Mark Rizzo and Jardel Paisante, Jorge Rosado's Marauder, Roger Vasquez. We're bringing back a lot of the old school guys to feature into the IllMortals album, as we also introduce this new lineup with these wonderful group of players.
Now, I see the new singles you've released so far have been collaborations, so there are more collaborations on the album?
I'm sure there will be, I would, that's what we'd like to do, to have a bunch of collaborations, with a lot of our friends. After so many records, I think it's just fun. It's a camaraderie, that collaboration, when you reach that level in your career where you can collaborate with people you respect, love, and admire. It's just a wonderful thing. So I expect a lot more collaborations as we continue to move along to put this record together.
Yeah, I really like your latest song with P.O.D.
Thank you. Yeah, we actually, and we shot the video out in San Diego at his, one of his relatives' family garage there, and I mean, it was just the whole vibe was just truly special. Be from the East Coast and going out there and diving into it just makes it feel so cool, when you're able to do cool shit like that.
Yeah, so when can we maybe expect the album to come out?
Well, there's going to be more singles. We're going to be releasing more singles, so there's going to be something new coming up next month, right before we start our tour with Head PE and Drowning Pool, which is going to be a 5-week tour, coast to coast around America, which we're very much looking forward to that. Again, reuniting with old friends for this run is a blast. But before that, we still have September. We have Orlando with Judas Priest, Sabaton, Soulfly, and then we have Blue Ridge in West Virginia with Shinedown, Lamb of God, Megadeth, P.O.D. I mean, the list of bands is just, it's just on and on. Asking Alexandria. Well, it's a sold-out event, so I mean, we're looking forward to that. Energy is going to be great. This is going to lead us right into, our latest, our newest songs, into the American tour.
Awesome, and I see you were just at Sturgis recently, so tell us about that.
Oh man, that was another trip, man. It feels like jumping into a Hollywood movie set, and not quite like you're in the Wild West, but you're definitely in some kind of motorcycle movie. It was just great. The vibe was just excellent. People were there to have a good time. The energy and the spirit. It was just a wonderful celebration of music, bikes, and what seems to be a lot of people with a lot of things in common, coming together and having a good time this summer. We really had a blast, and I look forward to going back to Sturgis. Hopefully next time I'll be able to walk around and see some more of the bikes and a lot more of the stuff that are going on in town, because it was just pretty spectacular just to witness just bikes and bikers everywhere. It's fucking just insane. It's pretty cool.
And with the new lineup, it seems most of the fans are really liking it.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. At first, it was a little iffy. People didn't know what to expect, which understandably, I mean, I'd feel the same way. But luckily for us, we just picked the right person. I mean, maybe because he's also a fan, and maybe a lot of the fans identified themselves with him, and just his interpretation and his performance is just so right, spot on. I mean, he's a really great singer, and he sings these songs, almost like the record. I haven't heard these songs in years like that live. So it's just a treat to have, such a wonderful voice, playing these songs with us, some of these classic songs that we've been, playing with for over 20 years, some of these songs. So, it's kind of a treat and also, to bring fresh blood, to give it new life. I want to imagine that one day, Ill Nino will just never die. It'll just keep coming, and it'll just keep new music and re-evolving, with new members, with the same cause of, of being able to be heard and to make great music with the combinations that we like to use, the Latin rhythms and the culture and wonderful heavy metal music we all love.
You have so many amazing songs and hits. How do you pick your set list when you play live?
It's very, very difficult. Sometimes you don't have enough time to play them all. So it's always a battle. No one's ever happy, because there's always going to be a 2 or 3 great songs left out of the set list. But, it's understandably, on the headlining runs, we get to play more of them. So it's we'll let the fans decide. If they start calling out and requesting, then, we quickly change and give them what they want. Really, at the end of the day, it's about what they want to hear.
Awesome. Now, if people want to find you online, look you up on social media, get your music, how do they do that?
Well, you can find us on Facebook on Ill Nino, ILLNINO, and also on Instagram, Ill Nino Official. Where's IllNino.com. I think people get it. If you do a Google search, you'll find us in many places, or even on YouTube. But people are our channel, which has the latest stuff, and we're also going to be re-releasing some of our older material as well again. So I'm looking forward to some of my favorite records being put out there again, to be put on our Spotify playlist, like Enigma, which one of the best experience making a record was during that time. Made that record out in California, and just being away and just focusing on music day in, day out until that record was done was everything you imagined working, music as your job would be like. Just heavenly. Yeah.
I really like that album myself.
Oh, thank you. I think it's one of my favorites. That, and I really love the new stuff, and of course the earlier records as well.
Cool. Now the new single that's going to be coming out, you were able to share any information about that at the current time?
I don't have any information about it because there's a toss-up, but I guarantee you that it's going to be, exciting. Just like the last 3 that we have put out, and it's going to be continuation of our story of where we're at today, and I assure you that we will not disappoint. Well, we will do our hardest not to, and not just by giving them what they want, but to also reinventing a recipe on how we deliver new material. So we got some new familiar flavors along with something new as well.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to what you have coming up in the future, and it was great talking with you again, and everybody look them up.
Yes. When you hit me up, I was thrilled, and I look forward to always getting together with you and just sitting down, chatting, catching up. Thanks again, man.
No problem.
Appreciate it.